The Spyglass Sniper Rifle was just added to the event store in Fortnite Save the World, a pretty crazy unique weapon in my opinion that I want to look into in this video, and the question is of course, is it worth buying for you out there? Is it worth 1,680 gold?
You must be very patient.
And more importantly, is it worth investing your schematic experience points and evolution materials in? The first thing that I can say about the Spyglass Sniper is that this here is similar to the Ol Betsy. You have the scoping options, and then you have like the massive difference is that this weapon has a huge range, which means that you can snipe at a distance without really like losing any of your crazy damage. So what exactly can the Spyglass do for you? What I'm starting out doing here is comparing it to some of the other snipers in the game, and what I decided to do was to do the initial comparison at power level 20. I'm gonna go 130 on it, crazy Sunbeam, but for comparison with some of the other snipers that we have in the game, just to give you guys an idea about what type of a weapon is this. So we have one bullet in the magazine, we have a decent reload time, pretty slow fire time, but we only have one bullet, but that bullet hits about twice as hard as any other sniper that we have. So what exactly does this mean for players out there enjoying play the world? Yeah, exactly, save the world. Well, if you have an endgame account like I have, where you are close to cap on your damage, you can take out pretty much any husk with any sniper, blasters, anything except a smasher will die when I headshot it. I mean, I can do it with a pistol, I can do it almost with an assault rifle. But for progressional players that aren't super capped, what the Spyglass and the Ol Betsy is gonna offer you, but the Spyglass at like a much longer range without losing damage, is that you can one-shot blasters with it. So that is where you will need a Spyglass. If you are like falling behind on your power level, on your offense stats, and you need a sniper that hits really hard, then that is what the Spyglass will allow you to do. Take out anything that isn't a smasher with a single shot from a huge range if need be, and that is where you're gonna be needing it. So should you buy the Spyglass? If you're an endgame player, you probably have anything and you want it for collection, and like the 1700 gold is nothing. So yeah, of course, if you're an endgame player, you're just gonna buy it without really like considering what it really is and what it has to offer, just because it's new and it's fun, and that alone is pretty cool. If you are a progressional player, then you need to think about how do you snipe in the game. If you're looking to take out things such as blasters and husky husks with a single shot, then this is an amazing sniper, but it is super slow, so it is one of those pretty strategic snipers. It's not that ideal for base defenses, because if you just want to take out things such as the sploders, then you're like more better suited with something such as a shotgun, a hydra, because they allow you to deal with the sploder propane flasks from a decent range anyway without igniting anything, and this weapon is probably too slow for your liking. So what are you gonna use it for? You can take down smashers from a distance, a few shots, it's gonna be gone. You can take out blasters with it. So there's other things you can do, and of course the crazy new cowboy zappers are also something you can take out with this weapon here. That is how I look at it. What I did with it was to go up perk wise, legendary tier with like a single one, the element. I mean, we have a 20% additional impact on it, but that's another thing this weapon has going for it. It has insane impact. It is gonna knock things backwards, stagger them like crazy. So having 20% more of this, I mean, it's already in a completely different league than the other weapons, so I don't feel that it needs the additional impact that it gets from the perks. But on the other hand, durability, that kind of stuff is not really that important. So for now, I'm just leaving it there, going with the damage like this. And what I really wanted, the reason why I am upgrading my elemental damage here, is because I wanted the base damage at more than 100,000, just because I like how it looks. This here is when it is used for my constructor, so it is not high DPS focused at all. It is just with that equipped so that we wouldn't have any of the soldier ability perks in there like crazy changing it out. But when I equip that, and what I've been testing it out with is this setup here, Birthday Brigade Ramirez, she has Warcry, 10% additional assault damage. I have Headshot Jest in my support squad so that I get 70% additional crit damage when I use the snipers, allowing me to get like insane. If you headshot crit with this, then you're gonna do the 223,000 times 1.45. So like crazy amount of damage. Of course, like there is the additive multiplier thing, but the point being, you're gonna be dealing 500,000 damage if you have the stats like what I have using this weapon with this setup. It's not the best in the world. You can Warcry to get like crazy more damage, and of course if you're in a group you can boost up your offense stats even more. It is insanely fun to fool around with because it doesn't ask permission. You shoot something and it dies, which is pretty cool. The headshot explosion on this weapon is something that you can fool around with. I've been trying out a few missions, and even though we get an explosion that deals in damage around where we headshot things, and when you do headshot,
it's somewhere nearby,
things die. But the amount of damage you deal, even though this explosion is pretty cool, the area is pretty small, so it isn't that efficient. It's not like you can take out the blasters or the husks at a distance and nothing is going to be coming your way. It doesn't work like that. So, should you buy it? Like I said before, I feel like most players in the game can benefit from having this. For endgame players, it's a fun new addition, it's a tool, it's a hey, let's try the new thing kind of sniper that we don't really need, but everybody kind of wants to have everything, so we're all going to be buying it. If you are a progressional player, I definitely feel you should be buying this if you want to be able to take out things one shot, one kill, regardless of how your survivors are in the game, because that is the unique thing you get with the Spyglass. High damage per bullet, even at a huge distance, and it's pretty crazy freaking awesome and fun for doing just that. So guys, that was pretty much what I had to share in this video. I hope you enjoyed. As always, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, put your comments down there. What do you feel about the Spyglass Sniper?